Welcome to the Big Apple Film Festival! Round of applause there. Thank you so much for being here. This is our closing night feature, a crappy Mother's Day, which I'm excited to see. And be sure all your cell phones are off. And we will do a quick Q&A with the director and any member of the cast and filmmakers after. So be sure you stay after for that and enjoy. Thank you.
Very domineering.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So what I'd love to do, I'm just going to pass this down. Just say your name, what character you played, or if you were a director, producer, and then we'll kind of go from there with the questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Vivian Landau, and I played the crappy grandma.
I'm Kristen Crocker, I played Sarah.
Hello, I'm Alexa Ray Bigos, and I played Sheila the clerk. One line.
But very important.
It's not true, no.
It's not, you had more than one line.
Sorry,
How dare you say that?
You count every line.
Every line.
3.5. I think it was 3 3/4. Bill Rakuski, Dimpy.
He's also the writer and producer.
Yes, that's true. I forgot that. Yes, yeah.
Thank you, Bill, for all the funny lines I got to say. I'm Jackie, and I play Toadie.
Hi, Jim Kellogg. I directed it, and just got to watch these guys do a great job.
And I'm Marie Lindsay, and I played Aunt Sunny. All of the Sunny.
Great. So, quick question just about, let me talk to the director or writer. What inspired you guys to write this? Obviously, I'm sure a lot of us can relate to a crazy family.
Well, yeah, my mother, basically.
Was
She
this
was a
bad?
character, but very funny. So
Uh-huh.
a lot of the stuff in the movie happened for real in my house. So I figured I might as well capitalize on it somehow, So yeah, it came from my mother, yeah.
Great. And it looks like you guys had a lot of fun making this.
Oh, yeah.
For some of the actors, actually, how is it? You wrote some really amazing characters, which were really fun to watch. For the main actors here, what was your process with that? Because comedy is actually very hard to play.
Yeah, take that then.
Comedy is just like drama, only more difficult.
Exactly. Yeah. How did you create your character? Was it really easy for you?
Actually, I have an inner crappy grandma, and I just let her out.
Great.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you a funny story about Vivian, because we were looking for, we had a grandma, but she injured her back and she couldn't do it. So we were desperate to find a grandma. We were going to women's houses, just auditioning anybody we could find. And we got a tip from Ari, right there. And by the way, a great director. Go see his movie. It's 72 parts. I'm plugging for you now. I can't believe it. And she's in that. Anyway, he suggested Vivian. So I called Vivian, and I said, may I speak to a Vivian, please? And she says, speaking, but I probably won't speak to you. And I cut the phone. I said, damn, I think we found Grandma. She thought it was a telemarketer.
That's hilarious. So where is this film going? Is this the first time you guys have seen it on a big screen?
Second time.
Second time?
Yeah, second time. Yeah.
Well, this is actually, we had a cast and crew screening, but this is actually the very first time we've showed it to an audience.
That's great. Seems like everyone likes it. I can kind of hear some of you laughing at random moments. That I was like, this has to be the cast because they obviously, were there and what was happening at the time.
No, there was one guy that has the best laugh. I don't know. Who was that? Okay.
People are pointing. They just sold you out.
Never heard that laugh. Amazing. I want your laugh.
Great. And so are you going on the circuit?
We are going all over the circuit.
Great.
That is us. We're just circuiting left and
Circuiting
right.
this film.
We're just, surprised we're still here because we have, 14 other one of these to do tonight.
This is number one. Okay, great.
Of course.
Say that again?
Or just,
That's
yes,
our-
it's
yes.
our first one.
Yeah.
That we've been able to show it to someone outside the cast and crew, so thank you guys for coming. It's amazing for us to see other people's reactions to it, so.
Right, totally different in front of an audience that's not, cast and
Absolutely.
crew, yeah. Well,
And thank you to the Big Apple Film Festival. I did a lot of research on you guys, and you guys are doing amazing things, and you've had a lot of huge people come through this festival.
Yeah.
I read this and I was like, what? This is awesome. So thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course. So I'm actually going to open it up to the audience. Does anyone have any questions for cast or crew, director, writer? Go ahead.
The two crazy uncles, what inspired you to do those two uncles? Like use them?
Well, being that you're one of the two, I think it's kind of a loaded question, isn't that, Mike Rikuski?
Inspired you to use those?
Well, the interesting thing, actually, the two brothers in that are actually brothers, along with this one over here. The three of them are the Rikuski brothers. They're all
Really?
related
They're
there.
real brothers. They're real brothers.
Well, I don't know about the real part, but they are brothers. They're
They're real lovers.
biological brothers.
They are real brothers, which is awesome.
Yeah. Probably did it make it easier or was that more difficult?
I mean, I think it was awesome. They fought a lot.
It was legit
in
fighting.
front of me, and I was like, I get this now. I have siblings.
Okay, so Bill's a perfectionist when it comes to his words, and being that he had his two brothers on set a lot of times, and he wasn't in scenes with them, we would have scenes when they wouldn't get the exact word right, and during the take, I'd hear off camera, ah! Right in the middle of a take, and I'd be like, Bill, if you do that, you kind of wreck the whole take by and he didn't even know he was doing it. He was like, at one point, I turned to head, and he's like hitting his head against the wall when they weren't getting the words right.
Where's Marie? At one point, I started just pounding my head like this, and the wardrobe woman, Marie, she looked at me like I was insane, like there's something wrong with that. She's going, no, get it right, get it right.
Like authorities.
But no, it's just that they were real brothers, so it's awesome because they were really fighting. I just got to be the sister watching them fight. So yeah,
That's really
I don't want to hold this mic anymore. I feel like I'm hogging it. Someone else take it. Still like that.
Is there any other questions in the audience? I thought I saw another hand somewhere. Go ahead.
Other than the three brothers, did any of the actors know each other before? You all got along so great. It seemed like there was a great rapport there.
Oh my
There was
God.
great chemistry between
Thank
everyone.
you for asking that question. So I was Jackie's assistant, and Jackie's like,
You were a student.
student assistant, and she's like, can you help her? And he's like, sure. He's like, we got a part for you.
We got your set card.
But I got it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Aww. Yeah, I love you.
Mwah.
Yeah, you guys all
But
you have
no, we
great
didn't really know
chemistry.
each other. No, I mean, there's, you should.
No, I was gonna say, the thing is too, we shot the whole film in 8 days, which
Oh,
is
wow.
not a normal thing for a feature film. And when you shoot 8 days and keeping to 10-hour days, which is unheard of in this production place, you all have to work together very, very close. And when you are that close and you have to get it right, I have to thank all the actors because one of the things is we had to make sure everybody knew their lines walking into it because we had to get it done in 8 days.
I was going to ask,
And if these guys didn't do such a fantastic job, we would have never gotten the film done on time.
did you allow for a lot of improv on set, or was it you just had to pound it out?
That was a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a lot, though.
We didn't need
Otherwise,
it.
he'd be hitting his head.
Yeah. The lines weren't
The
perfect.
nice thing was that the chemistry was there. I mean, we all walked in, and this is one of those magical times that will never ever happen again in our lives.
Don't say that.
But the chemistry was there, and there were no egos.
That's good, yeah.
Um,
Makes it easy.
Everybody just jumped in and did their job.
Great.
There was one great ad lib, and I don't think Addison is here, but when he's being hosed down by the agents, it was so funny, wasn't it? He said, "You destroyed everything and just left the monuments." Weird.
You don't need them, yeah. Great. Is there way in the back?
What was the budget for this film?
Yep.
If you did it in 8 days, so what was the
It
budget?
was
What
a
was the funding?
normal film's craft service budget.
Yes.
What does that mean?
What
I'm
did,
gonna check. I'm kidding.
Yeah, what was the, go ahead, and, I mean, if you don't mind sharing what the budget,
Well,
actual budget was. Right?
That's it, yeah.
well, we started still figuring out, but 40,000.
Okay.
It came up to 40,000, yeah, which it's not a lot, you know.
No, and in 8 days,
Yeah.
you know, I mean.
So we were able to do that.
Yeah.
With the help of Dan and a great crew. I can't thank everybody. My wonderful wife, who was the caterer, and script consultant, continuity. She was on everything. So everybody,
Full crew.
everybody was pictured. Dan did, Dan was a fabulous director, but did everything, anything you would ask him, he would do. He made that gorilla's head. He made that. He did everything. He was a jack of all trades. A lot of people know he was one of the stunt doubles for a lot of the actors. When Grandma was running, that was Dan. Dan was running. That's a credit to our makeup person.
Wear many hats there. Great.
Yeah. So that's it.
Perfect. I see a question over there.
So you said it was inspired by your mom and your family.
Yes.
How long had you been thinking about it, and then when you started to write it, how long did it take, or was it something you started and stopped?
Yeah, good
Well,
question.
it started off as a one-act play, and I did it at the Aching Dogs Theater Company. In fact, Pam Scott is right here today, and I thank her so much because we were able to do it in workshops over and over and over and hone in and then stretch it out, get all the kinks out, and eventually became this. So I'm very grateful to have.
Was it a one-man show?
No, it was a one-act play.
Oh, I didn't know that.
A one-act
Wow.
play. The beginning of the movie is the one-act play. Yes. So that's where that came from, and I really just did take things from that. Not everything, but a lot of things that happened at home with my mother, and in other situations too. That happened. The scene where we're trying to help him with the hangover. That was just a real scene with somebody that was dying. And they were trying to comfort them. They were in hospice, and they were doing that to somebody. So it's a little morbid, but it's also very funny.
But you're inspired everywhere.
So that's it. So a lot of those scenes are real. So I feel like I just stole. I stole everything.
Yeah, from life.
Yeah, from life.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Great. Was there any other questions? Did I see another hand somewhere?
I just said, oh my God, the grandmother and the aunt together, your chemistry was just out of.
Absolutely.
You say you didn't know each other, the two of you?
No.
When you
Just
were
pros.
holding each other's heads, I just couldn't. So what was that like? The physical comedy of having to create that relationship so quickly.
It just happens, the writing, it just happens, the writing is there, it's clear, and we just do it. And
Yeah,
we did it.
they just said, pull each other's hair. We practiced a little bit to get the right angle and the right,
Yeah,
but we just went at it, it's.
fantastic.
But we didn't hurt each other.
No,
No,
not at all.
no.
Not physically, but.
Right,
Yeah.
I'll kill her later.
Oh, shut up.
Any other hands? Any other questions for the crew here, cast and crew? Or, I'm sorry, cast and director and writer? Nothing? Okay, great. Thank you guys so much for being here. This was so much fun. This was so much fun to watch. Great writing, great acting, and thank all of you guys for being here. This was our closing night film. So our closing feature. Yeah, absolutely. And have a really great night. Thank you guys for being here.